Dear students, this is Srinivasappa Ji, Department of English, Government First Grade College, Sira, affiliated to Tumkur University, Karnataka. This is my 9th video session. Here I am going to summarize the poem that I have started in the last 2 sessions. I am going to complete by giving the summary of the poem. The poem Duncan Gray is a romantic poem, and it is a lyric, and it is a song, and it is a song to compose, to sing with musical instruments, and that is facilitated and supported by the dance as well. It is a wonderful musical composition and musical concert like this. Usually in the party in the Western countries, they used to sing such songs with musical instrument to enjoy well as such. The summary, I want to give a gist of the poem that is Duncan Gray. As we have already known that it is a song specially composed to sing and express Duncan Gray's love to his lady, Maggie. In the last 2 sessions, we have been that is discussing and listening the expressions like Duncan Gray, that is love and marriage proposal. Who is loving whom is a question for us. That is Duncan Gray is a young boy, is loving Lady Maggie. And both were Christians, and they used to meet in the church usually Sundays. But here is an occasion where it is a Christian Eve and where the party is arranged, and it is the right moment that Duncan Gray thought, and he wanted to express his love to her. And this is how he has made up his mind, and he came to the church where many young, that is the partners, they were gathered and they were celebrating you in a grand manner. And he came there. It is a Christmas Eve night where many Christians gathered to celebrate the festival, and where Duncan Gray wants to express his love with a song. And many can express love with a token, and with a letter, and with a song, with a anecdote, with a dialogue, with some any means to they used to express. Here, that is a Duncan Gray. He has that is he wanted to sing a song through which he is going to express his love and get married the Maggie. Maggie is a lady of beautiful the background, and she has some prideness as she is beautiful and attractive and wealthy. As such, it is a quite natural for a young lady or the girl, those who are beautiful, they have some proudness. Here, the Maggie herself has this Gray. He in the party usually drank the wine, and he tries to express his marriage proposal to Maggie through the song. But Maggie refused his proposal by nodding her head. She didn't immediately accept his proposal. She refused it. But poor Duncan stand aside. When his proposal of marriage was rejected, he could become disappointed, and he stood aside. And later he attempts to express his love once again in a different manner. Duncan never did stop his attempt. When he was refused by her for the first attempt, he could made another attempt in a different way. The way he has changed. He began to flatter her. It is quite common for any boy in the world to flatter a woman or the girl to get the admiration and to get her acceptance to live together as a partner, as a friend, uh, like that. Therefore, he usually the second attempt flattered her, he prized her, he admired her, and finally he prayed. And when the flattering itself was rejected by the Maggie, that is, he could become so depressed, and he made a final attempt to he prayed her um, as one prays to God. He prayed her to accept his proposal. But Maggie was deaf as also prayed and expressed his love to her. See that Maggie could become deaf for any attempts and any means of proposing his love to her, and finally he could become so disappointed, and he failed to make her love. And let us see that how disappointed Duncan Gray is. As he rejected his love proposal, Duncan can sigh both in and out. He's so disappointed, and he expressed his that is depression, that is sigh in and out, and wept and decided committing suicide. Finally, he could wept before her, and he decided to committing suicide, and they left the place. But the time and chance are but a tide. Side love is endured to bite, and realized himself that shall I like a fool for a haughty girl die. And later he could decide before that is committing suicide that it is not the right way that a fellow like me, a honest fellow like me, would committing suicide for the silly girl, for the sake of silly girl. He decided, and he just lived. Uh, he wanted to live uh, by forgetting her. It is what he decided. But fortunately, how it come late doctor tell that Maggie grew sick as Duncan grew well built and fitness. Duncan he has completely forgotten and realized the fact that he wanted to live independently. He didn't try in any more attempt to love her. And he could become handsome, and he could become healthy and wealthy, and he is living his own life. And during that gap, Maggie, she could become sick and suffered a lot, and she could realize and she was expecting a fellow like Duncan to marry her. Something in her bosom rings for relief, a sigh she brings, and who she speaks to love him. So Duncan was glad of grace, and it was a grace for the Duncan that she herself realized, and she could understand the utmost that is concern for the Duncan Gray, and she forgotten all her that is prideness, and she could understand the that is humanity and concern for that is um, uh, that is Duncan Gray. Maggie was a PTS case. He could in the condition understands her reality. He marries her cheerfully, both live happily, and their love is successful, and thus the poem ends with a happy note. It is a very simple poem that is written by the Robert Burns, that is a Duncan Gray. It is a simple theme and the message. We have seen that. But musical composition and its effect is most interesting. and it is most attractive. Right. This is the poem that is a Duncan Gray short poem, short lyric poem. That is, I hope you have understood the poem well. Uh, so thank you for listening the words. Let us meet in the next session. Thank you very much.